want to personally invite you to visit our beautiful island. Warm weather and warm smiles are waiting for you here.
While there is a global concern for the 2019 novel coronavirus, we want to assure you that we have layers of defense, starting with our airlines and our airport to keep everyone healthy and safe. As of today, we have no confirmed cases of coronavirus on the island.
We are excited for you to explore and experience our island paradise. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Doesn't need to be a lawyer to see something's not right with the Leon Guerrero Tenorio administration's emergency procurement handled by Governor's legal counsel, Hai Hyud.
I've never heard a verbal agreement, by the way, as a governor, and I've been 20 years in public office as a senator and a governor. I've never heard of a verbal agreement in any government capacity, which it seems to have occurred in this pandemic. And it seems like the paperwork is catching up after the verbal.
GURA Executive Director Ray Tapasnia says Guam's homeless numbers for 2018 were at 854, or 51 in 10,000, putting our per capita ranking at second.
But more importantly, when the hell are we going to start tourism up again?
Look how we were discussing about the ARP, and one of the things that we wanted is for the governors to have discretionary power over the ARP, and that happened, right? We were given, and I'll tell you, my senators in Guam are very upset because they cannot appropriate the $596 million that was given to us. I'm going to first fix the roof. Make sure the roof is okay, all the windows are caulked so there's no leakage.
Calvo calling out Adelup Communications Director Janela Carrera for muting the media, saying elected leaders must answer tough questions. He added that Adelup's messaging during this COVID crisis leaves much to be desired.
I have authority to take money. I have authority to take property. I have authority to move personnel wherever I feel they are needed to be. So yes, we would have to, basically you have no say.
Good morning, Mariana's countdown to primary election day. I am Troy Torres.
And I'm Danielle Baza.
Welcome to our studios here on the 7th floor of the DNA building in Hagåtña, Guam. It is 6:17 a.m. on Friday, the 26th of August, 2022. Primary election is tomorrow. When we come back, we'll talk about the election, Doug Moylan, and a petition from JFK students regarding their uniform after these short commercial messages.
I'm Michael F. Houston Nicholas, and I approve this message.
Now I would like to introduce the future of our island, Mr. Mike St. Nicholas.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so proud to be up here because from this angle I can see a whole ocean of our island's people standing in support of the one man that has been supporting us in Washington. What does it take to be in charge? It takes power, but power does not equal greatness. Greatness can only be achieved with a good heart.
As you go to cast your vote, ask yourself this question. Do you want a leader that gives you hope or hopelessness?
Like, people don't fully understand what we go through and the judgment that is passed upon us. Sooner or later, the stress gets to you.
Being homeless is hard, man. You gotta focus and try hard.
There's a difference between hopelessness and discussing the realities our people are facing. Discussing them with passion discussing them pragmatically, discussing them with experts, discussing them with the public. Adopting a philosophy of hope because we want 4 more years is the same politics we've been having, guys. It's the same politics we've been having. And that's why we're still debating these same issues. It's not hopelessness to talk about what the people are experiencing. It's not hopelessness to talk about the struggles of our community. It's not hopelessness to talk about what we need to plan and prepare for and the realities that are associated with that. Those kind of real conversations from real people, those are the kind of things that give me hope.
Mr. President, on this island we judge our leaders by the way they serve the people.
In 4 years, we did so much that many of us didn't really believe could get done. We were able to resolve congressional issues. It doesn't take 2 terms to fix things. If you go in there with the focus, if you go in there with the purpose, and if you make the people be the whole reason why you're doing the work that you do. We and I were willing to make this sacrifice if you will so have us. So we humbly ask for your support. Let's change course, Guam, and let's build a real future.
As a defense attorney, I've represented many people who, if they weren't poor or they had received a higher education, may have taken a different path. As senator, I will propose a scholarship for those whose struggles are less academic and more financial. Let's keep our university full, not our prison. I'm Thomas Fisher. I not only approved this message, I wrote it.
Paid for by Tom for Guam, Drake Diaz, Treasurer.
First elected Attorney General Doug Moylan sat down exclusively with Kandit Thursday night about the changes he will bring to the office of the Attorney General of Guam if voters elect him this year over current Attorney General Levin Camacho.
I wish to serve you again. I thank all those people that have contacted me, voicing their support. I am humbled by it, and I live by my word. When I served from 2003 to 2007. I intend to do that again. I think anyone that knows me knows that I'm not the nicest person, but when you're a lawyer, you have to advocate for your client. And I will advocate for you, the people of Guam, and I will be personable and hear you out. That was a very big, very important to me when I served as the Attorney General before. I will do it again. It's a team effort that I will put together a group of dedicated professionals and have our existing staff at the Attorney General's serve you. That will be and will remain the standard of a Moylan Administrative Attorney General's office.
Mr. Moylan pointed to his tenure between 2003 and 2007 as proof the public can rely on him to be tough on violent crime, wary of police corruption, and unafraid to prosecute public corruption.
More than 1,000 John F. Kennedy High School students signed an online petition after students complained that more than half the female population was disciplined by school officials yesterday for their uniforms. According to students, the school administration's enforcement of the sizes and length of shorts for females is unreasonable because the uniform provider did not have proper sizes to sell to students. Furthermore, according to students, many of their families cannot afford to purchase new shorts for their daughters. You may find the petition at change.org by searching Make Changes Towards the Dress Code at JFK High School.
Finally, will you vote in the Democrat or Republican primary? Juan, Pat, or Nelson, Lou and Josh, or Mike and Bree? Tomorrow at 7 a.m., precincts throughout the island will open and registered voters will get their say. Don't forget to bring your picture ID, and remember, in order for your vote to count, you cannot vote in both parties' primaries. For example, you cannot select a governor candidate in the Democrat race and then choose senatorial candidates on the Republican side of the ballot. Likewise, you cannot choose senatorial candidates in both the Democrat and Republican races in the primary election at least. And by the way, you don't have to be registered in any party to vote in either the Democrat or Republican primary. As a voter, you have a right to vote in either one. Stay tuned to the second half of this show where we will provide you the listing of polling sites where you can vote. Now, when we come back from our commercial break, we will talk about those polling sites and our coverage on Election Day and what you can expect to happen on the island tonight when we come back from these commercials.
I feel that this environment is for anybody that wants to try something new, whether it is CrossFit or powerlifting. We offer a safe space for someone who's never been athletically inclined to try something that they've never done before.
A great humanitarian once said that the difference between a career politician and a leader is the politician cares about the number of years served, and the leader just cares about serving. This defines Senator Chris Duenas. He is a seasoned statesman whose focus has always been on being a champion for the masses and a fighter for the truth. Re-elect Senator Chris Duenas, speaking up for you.
I am Chris Duenas, and I approve this message.
Edward Alvarez, Treasurer.
Huff Day. I'm Will Parkinson, and I'm standing in the bush. I'm standing in the bush because I want to be your senator. Before I ran for senator, I was actually involved in the legalization of this bush. I was one of the original advocates that supported Senator Clint Rogel when he legalized this bush. And if you elect me senator, I promise I will make sure no one ever makes this bush illegal ever again. So please, vote for me, Will Parkinson, number 8 on the ballot. Thank you.
And I'm Will Parkinson, and I endorse this message.
That's great. Like, hopefully the baddest guy in Junior doesn't find me. This is from his house.
Good morning, Marianas. You know, just on a personal note, we asked for, I asked you yesterday in a live thing that I did over at Ignite Juice Bar, but if I can ask again, especially in the morning, for a personal favor, for prayers for our Eric Rosario. Someone in his family is going through something right now, and so if you could send your prayers and your love to Eric and his family as they go through something and hopefully come out from it stronger and better very soon. So, Chalu,
We love you.
we love you very much. Our prayers for you. So the election is this weekend. It's tomorrow. It's from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at polling sites throughout the island. We'll reach you that. But before we reach you that, I wanted to show you guys the same video that we showed you yesterday for some lighthearted giggles. Go ahead, Ole. Yeah, that one. Thank you, Janella.
I have also been informed that a lot of your questions really don't go to COVID, and I'm thinking maybe you guys are feeling okay, that you're not scared anymore, and that you are more interested about my hair, which I am really very appreciative that you are. So, I dyed my own hair, and a friend cut my hair, and we did use masks. And we provided I provided the PPE and cut my hair. Not too exciting. And I didn't go to any salon or any other, and it was just my friend and I. Thank you for your interest in my hair.
Well, you look lovely, Governor.
Thank you, Janella.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Janella.
They're good
my
buddies,
God. It just reminds me of how much I want to go and vote. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. You have your reasons for voting for whoever. No one's gonna hold. Well, not no one's gonna hold it. People are silly on both sides of everything, but we won't hold it against you. We know that many of our viewers are Lou and Josh supporters, and we are. We love you the same. We love you the same. Everyone has their reasons for voting for people. I am not voting for Lou and Josh because, hey, thank you, Janella. I can't.
I'm taking Grandma Claire to vote in Agate.
Oh,
I'm going to go vote in Tumunning. Yep. And we're voting for Emerson.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I was lazy. I don't know why I didn't change my freaking district to Barragata, but at least I get to take a ride tomorrow morning with my cello, my favoriteest cello in the whole wide world, Johnny Rosario. We're going to go to D.L. Perez Elementary, and we're going to cast our votes there where we're registered. Now, speaking of that, if you don't know where your if you don't know where your polling site is, here it is. And so, if you're a registered voter, you're registered in, you're going to be registered in a certain village. That's the village that you go to. Pay attention. If you don't know where your polling site is, I'm going to read it to you. If you vote in Agania, you're going to go to the Guam Congress building. That's the new legislature building right across Cathedral. Asin Maina, it's the Asin Maina Community Center. PD, it's Jose Rios Middle School. Agate, it's Ocean View Middle School. So that's where Grandma Clara will be voting. Okay. Santa Rita, it's Harry S. Truman Elementary. Umatic, it's Umatic Mayor's Office. Maritzo, it's Maritzo Martyrs Memorial Elementary School. Inarahan is Inarahan Middle School. Talafofo is Talafofo Elementary School. Jotnia is MU Lujan Elementary. Ordot Chalampago is Ordot Chalampago Elementary School. Sinahanya is CL Taitano Elementary. Agania Heights is Agania Heights Elementary. MTM is JQ San Miguel Elementary. Barragata is PC Lujan Elementary. Mangilao is GW High School. Tumuning is JFK High School. In Dededo, there are 2 precincts. If you are precincts 18A through 18I, that's anyone with the last names beginning from A through O, you're voting at Okadu High School. Precincts 18J through 18N, that's anyone with last names from that begin with P through Z, you're going to vote at Liguan Elementary School. In Jigo, there are also 2 precinct sites, precincts 19 through 19C, that's anyone with last names that begin with A through M. You're voting at FBLG Middle School. And precincts 19D through 19F, anyone with the last names beginning with N through Z, that's D.L. Perez Elementary School. I've come across a couple of people who have said that they prefer one candidate or another, but they're not going to go and vote. That's just the worst thing you can do if you want your candidate to win.
Yeah.
You got to go and vote.
That's what counts, right?
You just got to go and vote. And this primary election is not like previous primary elections. In this primary election, there really is, there is the chance that an incumbent can be unseated in a primary election. It's never happened before, but it's something that... I think this
is the one where it will happen.
I don't know. It really just depends on who goes to vote.
Yeah.
Because if you don't go to vote, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Likewise, if you're a Lou and Josh supporter and you want them to win, you got to go and vote in order for that to happen. So go and vote, everyone. No matter who you're voting for, go and vote. And remember, don't cross over in the primary election. Tonight at Paris Place, Baba B is going to be there, and it's free entry. Is that that one was the Linda's, right? Yeah. I think, there we go. Tonight at Paris Place, free entry, and I think this starts at 10 p.m. They'll have drink specials all night. But Danielle is going to tell you why you need to be careful and have a designated driver.
Yeah, so there are checkpoints this weekend. The Guam Police Department's Highway Patrol Division will have DWI sobriety checkpoints set up at any of the following locations. Along Route 1, Dedido, and Hagatna areas, with an alternative setup locations on Route 14, Tumon. A third option of Route 4 from Hagatna to Chalampago, and a fourth of Route 10, Veterans Highway, Mangilao.
You can get these in-depth stories on kanditnews.com.
And after tomorrow's 6 a.m. newscast, Kandit 6 a.m. newscast, will be Kababayan Kasali Kayo, our new Filipino talk show with host Sally Aquino.
This is going to be show number 3, right?
Yeah.
Zach, show number 3. Very excited, and we very much appreciate Sally, the newest member of our family, and also the new viewers that we're getting because of the show that she has, our Filipino talk show. Someone asked me, when are we going to have a Chamorro talk show? And my response was, well, when one of us learns how to speak Chamorro. So I'm a sorry excuse for a Chamorro. I don't even know my own language. I don't know, something we'll consider. Now we ask that you join us in turning our attention to Cousin Ray Gibson's The Point on 93.3 FM The Point, the only morning show on Guam of any significance or consequence, every weekday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 93.3 FM on the radio, also on Facebook Live at The Point Guam, also on YouTube Live on The Ray Gibson Show. For Kandit News, I'm Troy Torres.
And I'm Danielle Baza.
Good morning, Marianas.
Hey Siri,
Hello, Mr. Sugar Free.
can you compile all my video clips into one video file and send that to the family chat? And include this text message. I'm all in.
No problem. It's nice to have one's work appreciated. Have a watch. 4 years ago, Bieberloo and Josh.
Is to create a safe, fair, compassionate, and prosperous government. And despite a global pandemic that shut down our economy along with the rest of the world, we kept our island going.
You can't give up on hope. Each other's hand we hold. We're on a long, hard road when we're traveling together. We pull each other up. We'll fill each other's cup. So we all have enough. We're all in this together. Oh, how we live. stand up if you can. Oh, yeah, yeah. We can make a way each and every day. You need to vote and say, let's move it forward, building every day. Yeah, we're on our way. So let them hear you say, for Ireland forward. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For Ireland forward. Yes, things are still took down. Take a moment and think how we come so far, and now we're all in this together. For all and not just some, for the many, not just one. And we're so far from done, we're all in this together. Oh, no time to back down. Run away to higher ground. Oh, yeah. We can make a way each and every day. You need to vote and say, let's move it forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, our work in front of us has a lot to do with making sure that the spirit of Guam is alive in everybody, making sure that those that have been marginalized are getting services. For our Manamtu, our Manhoban, who are looking for a brighter future so that they can continue living peacefully on this island.
We're halfway there.
4 more years.
So stand up